Happy summer. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Jeff Pilkington at Launch TV. So I have a few quick Mandela effects for you today. It's been a crazy week, but I wanted to give you a few that I think maybe one or two of them some of you have heard of. You probably haven't heard of some other ones, but wanted to see what you think of these. And if you know them, chime in, let me know in the comments below. Please also be sure to subscribe if you like. I'm here every week sharing more Mandela effects and other fun stuff too, which we're going to get to eventually. You know, just keep sharing fun things that we like to talk about, we like to chat, and we talk about the world. So more to come. Please subscribe and we will keep the fun times going. So the Mandela effects that I have, the first one is, okay, so this is the one probably most of you might know, the movie Jaws. Now, people remember distinctly on the cover of Jaws, they remember a bite mark being in the J, particularly in the J of the Jaws movie. Now, do you remember a Jaws bite mark being on the cover of Jaws? Because it doesn't have a bite mark. In the current Jaws logo, there's no bite mark. It's just Jaws the movie, and Jaws 2 and Jaws 3. And Jaws 4? Was there a Jaws 4? No. Jaws 1, 2, and 3. There's no bite mark. Do you remember that? Some people do, some people don't. Let me know what you think, because it does seem a little strange to me. I feel like I remember that bite mark being there. Very, very strange. While we're speaking of sharks, Jaws came out in 1975. People remember a lot of deaths from sharks before the movie even came out, like thousands. And that's why it caused so much fear, because there were deaths from great whites. However, up until the time, and you can check online the stats on this on Wikipedia, there were only 11 deaths from sharks in the world up until 1975 Jaws. People are like, that is strange. Only 11? Because they remember when the movie came out, there have been like thousands of deaths. So like hearing 11 is very strange to people. Like, are shark deaths really that uncommon? Because people remember them being really common. But when the movie came out in 1975, there had only been 11 deaths from sharks, human deaths from sharks. So let me know what you think of that, because that discrepancy people are a little confused about there. It does seem weird to me too. Let's see, what else do we got? Okay, let's go to Steve Jobs. Now, Steve Jobs, we all remember Steve Jobs, and you know, there was some controversy around Steve Jobs. Now, what people are confused about with Steve Jobs is there was a quote that he said, which was, "Good artists copy, great artists steal." Now, ever since people heard that, they've attributed it to Steve Jobs. Do you remember, was it Steve Jobs that originally said that, or was it before him? It was somebody else before him, and it was actually Picasso. But people feel that's weird because they don't remember any reference to Picasso saying that. They feel like it was Steve Jobs that said that. So now, hearing now in 2019 that Steve Jobs didn't create that quote, they're finding that to be strange. It was actually a Picasso quote that he ironically stole from Picasso. But let me know what you think. Do you remember it being Steve Jobs that created that? Or is there something strange about this Picasso thing? Because some people remember it as Jobs. There's a discrepancy there, whether it was Picasso or whether it was Jobs. But apparently, reference now was always Picasso. But people are like, that was not the case before. So let me know what you think on that one. Also, in regards to Steve Jobs, there was a rumor kind of around Silicon Valley and in tech circles whether or not Steve Jobs created the mouse, and people were saying that he actually was touring Xerox labs and he took the idea from Xerox, and I remember that happening. However, what currently is documented is that he did not steal the mouse from Xerox. What happened was the first mouse was featured in 1984 by Apple. However, when it came out, there was already a mouse in the public domain from Xerox that had been released, and since it was already in the public domain, he didn't steal it. But people are like, they don't remember that being in the public domain. Some people remember a story of him actually stealing the mouse idea from Xerox. So there's a lot of debate about that one too. Did he steal it from them, or was it his original? A lot of questions over where that mouse came from and what people actually remember versus what actually happened. Definitely some confusion there. The final one, Grumpy Cat. Okay, Grumpy Cat. We all remember Grumpy Cat, and it became big in 2012 when they featured a video of Grumpy Cat, and it became like this huge internet sensation, and like GIFs were created and images were created and memes?
Memes.
Did I say that right? Memes?
Memes.
Memes. Memes?
Memes.
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 If it's not memes, let me know. Anyway, lots of those
memes
were created. And, you know, Grumpy Cat died recently, sadly. Grumpy Cat had dwarfism. It was feline dwarfism was what Grumpy Cat had. And it's very sad because we all loved Grumpy Cat. And this was like an internet sensation. It made the owners a lot of money, and I remember Grumpy Cat. But here's the Mandela Effect, is people remember Grumpy Cat dying before 2019. People are like, I remember Grumpy Cat 2016, 2017, like 2018. There's other years that people remember record of this cat dying. What do you remember? Do you remember deaths happening before 2019, or do you remember it happening in 2019? Because there's debate about that. And I don't know. I do see what people are saying when they say that, because it does seem like faintly I remember hearing about that, but Grumpy Cat was alive and well until 2019. So I guess now that this is happening, maybe when we get to 2020, 2021, we're gonna find out he's still alive again and he dies again. Like what, 9 lives. I mean, the cat keeps dying. Anyway, that's what I got for you today. So let me know what you remember about this. Let me know about the bite mark. Let me know about shark deaths. Also, Steve Jobs and Xerox, and that seems strange, and also that quote, and then Grumpy Cat. Let me know what you guys remember, because these are just crazy. What is happening? Things are swapping around. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day. I will see you later. Bye.